So children, we begin with settlement patterns today, page number 16. On a topo sheet, several settlement patterns are shown. The three main types of settlement patterns, they are as follows: the nucleated settlement, the dispersed settlement, and the linear settlement. Now, nucleated settlements means that the buildings and huts are in compact cluster. That means a number of buildings and huts are built very close to each other. These settlements are usually found in plains or valleys. This kind of settlement indicates that the community is living in an area and where land is fertile and good for agriculture. Nucleated settlements generally have a well-knit and large community. Apart from houses, essential facilities like hospitals, police stations, post office, school, and administrative buildings will be found. Nucleated settlements are also known as clustered settlements. So all these points we have already done before when I had done the factors affecting, as well as the temporary and permanent settlement. So what are the factors that draw people or attract people to settle and make it a nucleated settlement? Next, we come to the scattered settlement. They are known as a scattered settlement because the houses and the huts which they are built, they are built very far away from one another, as you can see in the picture. They are not very close. On the map, such a settlement is indicated by narrow distances between houses. Areas of scattered settlement indicate sparse population also, and the absence of proper roads or communication means or proper employment facilities. So something is missing, which due to which people do not want to live in this area. The climate may be very good, but then it is not helping the settlement to increase in this area. Now, houses and huts are usually connected by cart tracks or paths because no metal road in this picture also. You will not find any metal road or a concrete road which is built there. It's like a small village on the plains. In dispersed settlement, main occupation can be cattle rearing, as each household has cattle and that is followed to graze in the open field, and also land is not very fertile to support big population. So main occupation of the people will be animal rearing here. They live very far from each other and no metal roads are found in this area when we compare it with nucleated settlement. Now we come to the linear settlement. It has nothing to do with the soil is fertile or not, or the climatic conditions are good or not. It is simply develops along a road or a railway line or a metal road or on both the sides of the river. So linear settlements are those that are formed in a line: house, shops, dhabas, petrol pumps, the garages. They develop along the sides of the roads, railway lines, and the river banks. Gradually, these linear settlements grow in size. These settlements gradually develop into trading centers, because you must have seen when you go by road from one place to the other, in between there is nothing, only agricultural land you will find, and after some time a petrol pump will crop up and around it a number of eating hubs or eating joints, toilets, a number of shops, especially dealing with the vehicle things like tires and brakes, the mechanical shop. These shops will be found in both the sides of the road. So over a period of time, a need for railway station is felt. Then it becomes a railway stop. When located in the main roads, such settlements become important stops for travelers, as dhabas, tires, or car repairing shops and petrol pumps are set up. On rivers and the coast, they become places where boats can be unloaded, goods and passengers can be unloaded and loaded. So these are the three settlement patterns, and on the way the population has settled in a manner, they categorize it into nucleated, dispersed, and linear settlement. Now in your survey sheet, it is marked like nuclear settlement will be marked like the a number of huts which are red in color. They may be permanent or temporary, but then they are in a clustered form. So the first one in your survey sheet, that denotes nucleated settlement. Dispersed settlement in your survey sheet will be like this, that the huts are very far from each other. And the third one, linear, that is along the road, at the sides of both the sides of the road, the settlement is found. So these are the three patterns of settlement.